What's up, yo, Joe? Good morning. Caffeine, morning coffee. Ah, want to make a super quick follow-up. So I made a video saying how just giving people a hard time that don't want to learn how to edit or they can't or whatever. Just saying that the fuck's the point of want to become a filmmaker if you don't want to edit, right? So mainly I was kind of like responding to my buddy, another broke nerd, and he got back to me. Just a friendly banter here. He says, not ashamed to say nope, not yet. I love so many other parts of content creation, but editing is where I have the least experience. The more I practice and learn, the less of an issue it'll become. And then he says, as to why I didn't focus on learning how to edit in 2021, let's just say fuck cancer. Fuck it so much. All right. Cancer? I don't know about that, but nah, I'm kidding, dude. I don't know what your situation was, but I mean, if you did go through that and you succeeded, you beat the shit out of cancer, awesome, buddy. I'm glad you're healthy and still with us, And yes, fuck cancer. No need to, I cannot disagree with that in any manner, right? Now, for the most part, I'm just fucking around and having fun with my followers here, but if there's one thing I guess I can agree on is basically, I think something that I have the ability to do that maybe a lot of other people don't is simply I'm able to sit in front of a fucking computer and just be quiet and do my work for hours. And now that doesn't mean other people can. What I'm just saying is that for me to learn from beginning to end to how to be familiar with the software, pretty well. Yeah, that does take a lot of time. It did take me about 2-3 years to be fully comfortable enough to get to a point now where it's okay, I could just look at the fucking computer and I already have a video basically done kind of thing, right? There is a lot of time that goes into learning a product, a software, right? Not only that, you're developing styles, rhythms, I have my environment, I have my space, I got my equipment, my peripherals, say my mouse, I use the scimitar from Corsair, these macros here on the sides, they're all designed. Each one of these are linked up to have a macro setup for it, right? Also, the cool thing about this mouse is you have two profile switches, right? So by pushing this guy, see how it changes color? This switches a profile on the keys. So basically, I got a set of shortcut. I press this, it changes to another set of shortcut. Then same thing, this button down here. I push that, it switches colors. It has another profile. So there's a lot of memorization that goes into me editing, right? So I can totally get it that, people don't have the time to invest into that, especially when you are into doing whatever you want to do, right? Whether it's learning to mess with computers, overclocking and other stuff, right? So, I get it. There's a lot of time and practice that goes into editing, right? That being said, I think in that regards, I guess, obviously if somebody was to tell me, oh, here, learn how to overclock a computer, I'll be a fucking what? I don't know how to do any of that shit. Yeah, because I get a lot of people that are interested in learning how to edit. They watch my videos or they ask me if I can edit for them and all that stuff. And I guess the common thing is basically, obviously it's just time, right? Being able to put the time to learn a software can be a lot. And with me, I try to learn 3D modeling. So I try to learn Cinema 4D. I try to learn After Effects. For me, I felt like it takes me about 2 to 3 years to actually get familiar with the software enough to the point where I can just work with a software without looking up tutorials on how to do something, right? To get to that point where you just know the software very well that you can solve a problem really quick. If you come across a problem, a situation or something. If I'm editing with Premiere Pro and I have a situation pop up, I'm at a point now where okay, I have an understanding of the software enough that I know what to do to solve the problem and be able to continue working, right? Whereas someone that may not be familiar with the software, if something happens, your computer keeps freezing or something, it may be frustrating because you don't know what to do, right? So I can understand that totally, right? So anyways, that being said, as much shit as I, give people for not wanting to edit, I can totally get it. I understand, dude. It's very time consuming, right? And I have the ability to sit in my house and fucking practice all this shit. It's time consuming. It definitely is, learning a new software, I can understand that, right? That being said, I have been messing around with software to try to figure out ways to edit in real time, like live streams. I guess a good example would be say using the Stream Deck, by pushing a button here, I can switch between scenes, Also, I was messing around with it. You can start adding animations and all kinds of stuff in real time, sound effects using the Stream Deck. You don't have to have the Stream Deck. You can use a tablet, software and all that, but you can actually do a lot of stuff in real time with it to mess with it, right? For example, you have the visual here, and you're going all fast, right? You get some anger, grindhouse bullshit, right? Speed lines. I haven't messed with the sound effects yet, but it's all there. So I mean, like, anyways, there's stuff that you can do in real time using OBS. That way, instead of doing it in post production, you can do it in real time, right? So I'm gonna like practice more using OBS and the software Elgato to be able to like show you how you can edit in real time to help make your videos a bit more spicier, right? And on top of that, there's software that can help you reduce the length of your videos by cutting out the silence for you, right? Using Time Bolt, right? So there's software out there to help people that may not be too familiar with editing, but they can help you produce better content in real time, like using OBS and other shit, right? So yeah, I'm gonna get into that down the line and I'll show you how to do that, right? So anyways, that being said, thanks for the discussion. Like I said, I'll be back making more tutorials on how to help you make content, edit in real time kind of shit, right? Ah, how cool is this? All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.